Isaiah 30, y'all. So Dad's doing a new thing with me, right? We don't talk with the word like this. But how I know we do talk with the word is because I started with the Christian Standard Bible version, and I use my orange pen to highlight what I was reading. But I opened my NIV and I had already been here in 2023. Probably more than that, but like when you go through your phases, your transitions, your level ups, your reaching your higher selves, whatever. It's not that you forget what you've done, but your new self needs to see it in the new way. Because your perspective is higher. Your thoughts are broader. Your relationship with God is a little more in sync. So he's gonna show you more. He's gonna take you deeper. Cause I don't remember none of this. I read it in this book like it was the first time. And then this picture was in there, so remember I said I don't know what I don't know. That's Barbara Ann, my grandma, and my nephew, Emmanuel. I took this picture with my own, and I developed it by myself in high school. It was the only one that came out right. All the other ones was overdeveloped. Can't see the year on it. Probably like, I don't know, early 2000s. Anyway. Oh, side note, because on one of the videos I said night school was my last attempt at this school thing, right? Well, this school was an actual high school that I went back to with my sister and my cousin. But I was like 18. I was trying, y'all. I finally graduated through the first like distance learning program. When you mailed it in, it wasn't online. But the pieces make you remember. Anyway, Isaiah 30 and 31. But when I was reading it in the standard, I want to start at 30:18 and come back to the beginning. Somehow, some way. Dad's gonna lead me, you know. NIV version says, "Woe to the obstinate nation." Christian Standard Version says, "Condemnation of the Egyptian alliance." And then Christian Standard has a subtitle, "The Lord's Mercy to Israel," which is where I'm going to start. 31 in the NIV says, "Woe to those who rely on Egypt." 31 in the Christian Standard says, "The Lord, the only help." Okay? And, well, I guess I'm going to read out a Christian Standard because, walk with me. I love y'all. Thank you. And I'm talking like this because somebody is taking a nap in the other room, so I hope it's loud enough. I have to contain my excitement because I don't want to startle nobody. Okay. Daddy, be with me. Keep my mind clear. Fill my mouth with your words, the words that give your children the highest level of understanding, deepest level of understanding, and plant it in their heart to get closer to you and have a greater understanding and revelation of where they are at in their ways, how far they are from what you want them to do, or how close they are. In Yeshua's name, amen. So be it. The Lord's mercy to Israel. Therefore, the Lord is waiting. He's waiting to show you mercy and is rising up to show you compassion. For the Lord is a just God. All who wait patiently for him are happy. I've been waiting patiently for a long time. A lot of them papers up there in the pile that I still need to stick up, a good handful of them just say patience. I don't even know what exactly all I'm being patient for. But you gotta know, the longer you have patience, think of it as, I'm thinking of cotton candy right now. I don't know what that significance is, but you know you gotta wait for it to become the cotton. The longer you wait, the more cotton comes. So the longer, just imagine you about to have a world-sized cotton candy cone, or however you say that, stick, whatever. Be patient. If cotton candy ain't your thing, replace it with whatever you want. For people will live on Zion and Jerusalem. Also, this ain't about to be the regular preachy way, so if that's what you're looking for, it ain't here. For people will live on Zion in Jerusalem. You will never weep again. He will show you favor to you. You will never weep again. He will show favor to you at the sound of your outcry. As soon as he hears, he will answer you. The Lord will give you meager bread and water during oppression, but your teacher will not hide any longer. Your eyes will see your teacher, capital T. And whenever you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear this command behind you. This is the way. Walk in it. God, the Most High, has been my teacher my whole life. My whole life, before I realized I was learning, before I realized I was even listening to him. He's been my teacher my whole life before I listened to anybody else, unless I feel like I had to, or the programming came in, or survival mode, or whatever. It was him, them. Your eyes will see your teacher, and whenever you turn to the right or to the left, your ears will hear this command behind you. This is the way. Walk in it. 22. Then you will defile your silver-plated idols and your gold-plated images. You will throw them away like minstrel cloths and call them filth. I'm gonna be quiet. Ladies, you know when you ready to throw that thing away, okay? Just like that. Get rid of it. Then he will send rain for your seed that you have sown in the ground, and the food, the produce of the ground, will be rich and plentiful. And that day, your cattle will graze in open pastures. The oxen and donkeys that work the ground will eat salted fodder scattered with winnowing shovel and fork. Streams flowing with water will be on every high mountain and every raised hill on the day of great slaughter, when the towers fall. Your patience. You can stop at any time if you feel like he gave you something and you're fulfilled. But you gotta know that wherever you're at, he's just sustaining you until he makes a way for your greater. Greater is limitless. Your greater, you can be getting greater till the day you take your last breath in this earth. It's up to you. Meanwhile, the towers have to fall so you can get to your greater. The towers that they have built, that man built with their hands, he's crushing them. So we can go get everything we're promised. Streams flowing with water will be on every high mountain and every raised hill, and on the day of great slaughter, when the towers fall, the moonlight will be as bright as the sunlight, and the sunlight will be 7 times brighter, like the light of 7 days, on the day that the Lord bandages his people's injuries and heals the wounds he inflicted. So much. So first of all, Canadian waters is coming closer, coming closer. He's showing me more and more, so I see it right here. When he said the moonlight will be as bright as the sunlight, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. I'm gonna post it right here. Hopefully that's right. When I was coming back home from driving through Canada, the moon, it was pitch black, but the moon was so bright. It was like the sun, like I was looking at it like that. It was so bright and big and beautiful. The camera can't even, okay? The camera, I turned the camera around and took a picture of my face, and I'm gonna see if I can put that right here. The light, it looked like a car was coming towards me with their headlights. There was no other car on the road. It was the moon. The moonlight was so bright. On the day that the Lord bandages his people's injuries and heals the wounds he inflicted. When I spoke to those kids at the school, he had me say, you will have scars. That was one of the most powerful things he has ever had me speak, especially to a kid, because if somebody told me, it's kind of like I already knew because I was already being wounded. Getting wounded, being wounded, kind of goes hand in hand. But there's a lot of people that don't put it in their mind that, man, if I'm gonna go for what I want, it's gonna hurt. And then they'd be like, oh my gosh, God's such a bad God. If he was a good God, why would he? You're a warrior. Even sheep can get caught in the briars, is that what it's called, of the fences. You know what I mean? If they have to run or escape or whatever. So whether you're a sheep or a warrior, you will have scars. And some of them are because of what we choose to do and we're not listening, but some of them will be because Dad told us to get in the pit, and what happened in the pit had to happen in the pit. And when we come out, he's gonna wipe us away, wipe it all away and make it brand new. And it's going to be fine, and you're going to be smarter and wiser and stronger because of it. And the ones who thought they was afflicting, you can laugh at them because they laughed at you. Annihilation of the Assyrians. Look, the name of the Lord is coming from afar, his anger burning and heavy with smoke. His lips are full of fury, and his tongue is like a consuming fire. I posted, I don't know what I called it, but I was reading Ezekiel, and this lady is the only comment on YouTube, and she said, "Don't like an angry God." And so I sent a little prayer for her and a thank you to God that she ain't never have to go through anything I ever had to go through to see him be that for her. But I hope that on this journey continuing, when she comes into those things where she's going to wish she had an angry God, I hope that he brings that revelation to her in grace and mercy. Don't like, you ain't even read a whole sentence. Are you real? Because my daddy go hard for me, because I go hard for him. Do you do anything for him? You wouldn't know. His breath is like an overflowing torrent that raises to the neck. He comes to sift the nations in a sieve of destruction and to put a bridle on the jaws of the peoples to lead them astray. Your singing will be like that on the night of the holy festival, and your heart will rejoice like one who walks to the music of a flute. Going up to the mountain of the Lord, to the rock of Israel. I'm smiling because he continues. I keep hearing the difference in my voice every day. From when I was little, I knew I was supposed to be in the Olympics, and I was supposed to be a singer. But all glory be to the Lord. And he about to unlock that chakra. Okay? He's doing it. Won't he? Yes, he. Won't he? He will do it. So that I can sing with this smile and a holy giving voice. I'ma sing demons out the kids. Yes. To the rock of Israel. Y'all probably know more about that than I do, okay? When I think rock, I think church, I think wife. And the Lord will make the splendor of his voice heard and reveal his arm striking in angry wrath and a flame of consuming fire, in driving rain, a torrent and hailstones. Assyria will be shattered by the voice of the Lord. He will strike with a rod, and every stroke of the appointed staff that the Lord brings down on him will be to the sound of tambourines and lyres. Lyres? He will fight against him with brandished weapons. Indeed, Topheth has been ready for the king for a long time. Its funeral pyre is deep and wide, with plenty of firewood. The breath of the Lord, like a torrent of burning sulfur, kindles it. So I can now see why he wanted me to start here, especially as I brought up the lady that doesn't like an angry God, because this shows an angry God, but it's mercy to Israel, where he also tells them, you know, woe to Israel, woe you rebellious creatures, woe, woe. If I don't care about you, me personally, kid or adult, if I don't, not that I don't care about you because I love everybody, but if I feel like what I'm saying isn't worth it right now because you're not even going to be open to it, or I know you're not open to it, but I'm not going to be here long, so if don't nobody else tell you, I'm going to make sure I said it, and it's your fault if you didn't want to open your ears to hear. That means I love you. I believe in you. I want you to do better. I want you to win. I don't want to see no bad happen to you. But it comes a time when I just got to shut up because I'm wasting my breath. I'm in the flesh. I can keep praying for you. Even that gets tiring, and I got other things to do. When all you really have to do is unstiff your neck. So this what I just read was the Lord's mercy to Israel. So that's his heart to Israel. That's even though y'all have your false idols and you're rebellious and you won't hear the prophets that come tell you, warn you of what's coming and warn you to change your ways and warn you that you're falling far from him. You've fallen far from him. You can't even hear him anymore, so he sent me. Okay? He's showing his heart and he's telling them that he loves them and this is what he will do for them. Rebellious creatures, I will burn everything for you. Just turn back to me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to burn you with everything else. And that hurts. So, condemnation of the Egyptian alliance. So, his people are the Israelites. Oh, Israel. Israel. I don't know how I want to say that word, but they come into covenant with powers that might be great, but there is no power greater than the Most High. And so he made you a chosen people, and as a chosen people, you should live by his laws because he's going to love you and protect you, and he wants you to be an example to others. And being an example is heavy. It's heavy, but the rewards are so amazing. And if you find the joy in your love for him, then it ain't even all of that, It has its times, but after this, every time after this, it's fine. I love him. So, he loves y'all. He's willing to burn and drown everything for y'all, not flood the world because he said he wouldn't, but oh no, that was his voice. To use his voice. Oh my gosh. Have y'all heard the voice of the Lord? That thing don't play. Condemnation of the Egyptian alliance. Woe to the rebellious children. This is the Lord's declaration. They carry out a plan, but not mine. They make an alliance, but against my will. We have alliances that he sets up for us because he has a plan for us and that alliance together in his name that's going to be great. You can go ahead and build a tower with this other alliance that he ain't never tell you to go talk to in the first place. But it's not going to be what it's supposed to be, even if you see a little success compared to what God was going to do. If you happy with that, well, whoa. They make an alliance, but against my will, piling sin on top of sin. You don't know what you're coming into covenant with when you build an alliance with someone God didn't tell you to, or God told you not to build an alliance with. There's a reason he said that. There's a reason that if he tells you to go somewhere, it may appear as though you're building an alliance, but he just needs your presence there because he's making a way for something. Don't get lost in the sauce. You're not supposed to stay. If it's not set up, if it doesn't flow, if the plans that were spoken about before you came into this thing aren't flowing, that's not God. Why would he send you somewhere to stall you? Why would he send you somewhere promising you abundance and be like, let me just watch him suffer? That's not my dad. Without asking my advice, they set out to go down to Egypt in order to seek shelter under Pharaoh's protection and take refuge in Egypt's shadow. So you gonna go to the slave driver like the slave driver not gonna make you a slave someday? All because what you fear, you have no patience, you don't know how to be still. So he gonna make you real busy. You're welcome. And then you're gonna fall in the calamity with him because he's going to fall every time. It's Pharaoh. Let my people go. But Pharaoh's protection will become your shame, and refuge in Egypt's shadow, your humiliation. That's stupid of you. For though his princes are at Zoan, and his messengers reach as far as Hanes, everyone will be ashamed because of a people who can't help. I don't know nothing about Zoan and Hanes, but from what I read, what he's saying is he's got his reign covers a great amount of land, and don't none of that matter because the world belongs to God. The world, the universe, and the everything else. You went to Pharaoh. He can't help you. They are of no benefit. They are no help. They are good for nothing but shame and disgrace. You gonna see. A pronouncement concerning the animals of Negev, through a land of trouble and distress, of lioness and lion, of viper and flying serpent. They carry their wealth on their backs, on the backs of donkeys, and their treasures on the humps of camels, to a people who will not help them. Can you imagine taking all your belongings, seeking shelter to a people that look like they're supposed to help you but cannot? I ain't gonna name no names, but you know when we have them hurricanes and people be sitting out on rooftops for days? Yeah. Egypt's help is completely worthless. Therefore, I call her Rahab, who just sits. Heck nah. My reactions are genuine because I don't read this before. Like, I'll skim through it, I'll read it a bit, but I don't plan what to say. And so, it's funny. Sorry if you don't like me laughing. It is what it is. This is me. Go now, write it on a tablet in their presence, and inscribe it on a scroll. It will be for their future forever and ever. They are a rebellious people, deceptive children, children who do not want to listen to the Lord's instruction. They say to seers, do not see, and to the prophets, do not prophesy the truth to us. Tell us flattering things. That's why he won't let me tell y'all the good things I want to tell you, because you won't listen to the truth. Tell us the flattering things, prophesy illusions. I won't. Get out of the way, leave the pathway, rid us of the Holy One of Egypt. Nah. Therefore, the Holy One of Israel says, because you have rejected this message and you have trusted in oppression and deceit and have depended on them, this iniquity of yours will be like a crumbling gap. I saw what is that called? I want to say pothole, but that is not a sinkhole. A crumbling gap, a bulge in a high wall whose collapse will come in an instant, suddenly. I am so goofy. I wrote Acts 2:2 for me. Lindaria. If you see this, that's your doing, girl. Suddenly. Its collapse will be like the shattering of a potter's jar, crushed to pieces, so that not even a fragment of pottery will be found among its shattered remains. No fragment large enough to take fire from a hearth or scoop water from a cistern. For the Lord God, the Holy One of Israel, has said, you will be delivered by returning and resting. Your strength will lie in quiet confidence, but you are not willing. I sleep a lot, y'all. I talked about this. He talks to me in my sleep. And I'm grateful for a place where I can just do that and be that. To wake me up is disrespectful. Not because I'm like a guy on a couch or nothing like that, but because some people's sleep is sacred. Now I understand why he called me the sleeping lady. Why he had me driving past, why I was so obsessed with Mount Susitna. This sleeping lady. So precious. Suddenly, its collapse will be like the shattering of the potter's jar, crushed to pieces, so that not even a fragment of pottery will be found among its shattered remains. That's crazy. No fragment large enough to take fire from a hearth or scoop water from a cistern. For the Lord God, the Holy One of Israel, has said, you will be delivered by returning and resting. Your strength will lie in quiet confidence, but you are not willing. You say no. You will escape on horses. There go them horses again, Dad. Therefore, you will escape. We will escape on horses, therefore you will escape. Oh, that's what the people saying to y'all rebellious folks. And we will ride on fast horses, but those who pursue you will be faster. 1,000 will flee at the threat of one. At the threat of 5, you will flee until you remain like a solitary pole on a mountaintop or a banner on a hill. David Banner. And then we're back to the Lord's mercy to Israel. So that's how y'all be acting. And he's still trying to tell you he has mercy for you. He made a covenant just for you. And you choose to be rebellious. You choose not to trust him. You choose. Because these false idols and pharaohs make it seem like you don't have to go through no pain. The pain just looks different. They're lying to you. They're all gonna lie to you and laugh. Honey, that's it. This is my second time doing this, and I actually kind of like it. So I went through this with my orange pen, right? And my mind goes this many different ways, I keep saying. And so for me to get in here and study this, like there are things that I've like boxed that I need to look up, like Zoan and Haynes, that I don't know what information I would find about that would take me on a whole nother, okay? This thing is not a joke, bro. I can't. Any hope? Any hope? Okay? And then I put pressure on myself because I want to follow the rabbit hole until I can't anymore. But can you imagine following 5 different rabbit holes? I won't stop. I need help. I need a helper. You ain't gotta keep me, just help me. Woe to you who was sent to help me and did not. That's wild. You and Pharaoh about to have a party in a sunken hole. I love God. Dad, is that it? You know how kids be like, they wish they didn't have any parents. Or they want to grow up real fast so they can just do what they want to do. They can do it their way. Rid us of the Holy One of Israel. You have no idea what you're saying when you say that. I laugh and I joke and I throw my joke shots, but I'm serious. It's not a game. I'm enjoying myself, and he's releasing things slowly but surely. I can see that I was judging myself for the way I felt like I was doing this, but when you walking in the wilderness by yourself, when you're blazing a trail, do not judge yourself. Nobody has the right to judge you. Do you hear me? What I did here, Dad would tell me if I did something wrong, but it wasn't too wrong because he would have shut my mouth. Don't be afraid, especially if you're in alignment with him and you know you have your character in check, your fruits of the spirit are right. You're fine. Keep walking. Don't shut up. Don't do that. No. We got things to do. We got churn to raise, okay? I love y'all. Purely.